Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another Katie and a beer.
Me, and then the beer. Wow.
I'll mix it up a little bit.
Special treatment tonight.
I'm an improv professional.
A comedian.
This is Muckraker Beermaker. It is their gin barrel. You pronounce that. Tom said
it's Champ de Lavande.
Yeah. That's exactly what Tom said when he said it was his highest rated beer.
See,
when I was there yesterday.
The 2 semesters of French I took in college paid off.
The 2 years of French that I took in middle school did not pay off. Lotto boost though. Is the only thing I remember. And we had to pick French names, and I picked Lyon.
You had to...
Yeah, we picked French names.
See, I took Spanish all through high school, and my teacher kept calling me Katarina for Catherine.
I took Spanish in high school, and I no idea how to speak Spanish. It is a farmhouse ale, coolshipped with French lavender and aged in an American oak whiskey barrel that previously held gin, 7.5% alcohol by volume, and there's a little bit of description here. We brewed this farmhouse ale in the late winter of 2020 using New Jersey Pilsner wheat and rye malts and whole cone Styrian Golden hops. Styrian? I think I'm pronouncing that right. Styrian.
Yeah. Styrian.
Something.
Yeah.
It spent the night in our coolship with organic French lavender before undergoing fermentation in stainless with a blend of wild yeasts. After fermentation, we sent a portion of the beer to a single American oak whiskey barrel that previously held gin, where it rested for 6 months. Bottle winter 20/21. Drink before 2026. Served between 50 and 53 degrees Fahrenheit. One of 130 bottles. I don't know if this is... I don't know if all the bottles say one of...
Probably, right?
Yeah. I've technically had this beer before because this is... at the very beginning of my channel, I reviewed a Muckraker beer called Lavender Fields, and that is what basically this beer is.
We got that on one of our first dates.
One of our first dates, we went to Suarez to pick up beer, and then we stopped at Muckraker on the way back, and Lavender Fields was one of the beers that we got while we were there. So, I've technically had the non-barrel aged version of this beer. We have both had the non-barrel aged version of this beer.
Can't forget me. Drama queen extraordinaire. That's a pretty color.
Yeah. So I went to Muckraker yesterday because I needed to get out of the house because, you know, life is hard and stuff. So I just needed to just
do something else.
Do something else, exactly. And, yeah. So, yeah.
I put them in front of the lights because they blind me.
Yeah. It's like a deep yellow. Deep yellow color. Clear.
Warm sunlight. Hiccups, folks.
Half a finger of bit soapy head. Kind of clings to the glass a little bit. You want to see what it smells like?
Yeah.
I'm getting wood.
Yeah.
It is
For sure.
It is a little colder than the suggested serving temperature. Because I didn't read the bottle before I took it out of the fridge. Otherwise, I would have taken it out a little bit sooner. But yeah, definitely smell the oak.
I get a little like juniper-y gin thing for sure. The lavender's a little bit more hidden. I feel like if it was a little bit warmer, you would definitely smell that coming through a little stronger, because you definitely get like an herbal kind of a note there.
Yeah, there's a nice like. Yeah, it's like in there, but it's like not in there kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like a ghost of lavender.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's
like in there,
a whisper.
but it's a whiff.
Yeah. I just want to drink it to BH. What's what the cool late stage millennials say, TBH.
Maybe a little bit of malt coming through as well. But other than that, I think the oak and the gin and that subtle thing are the bigger things. You want to see what it tastes like?
I do.
Cheers. Ooh.
That's beautiful. It's a huge, dry, woody thing. But the first thing that I taste is seriously the lavender. I don't know about you.
That the tartness is kind of the first thing that hits me.
Yeah, definitely.
I think lavender comes off weird in beers to me because I don't know. Sorry, I'm thinking about the wood. Because there's like this like
it's
nutty. There's like this nutty. Like, would you, like, so swallow, and then once that like tartness goes away, there's like, it's like sun butter without the sweetness.
Yeah, I can get that.
She has a nut allergy, so like when I say things are nutty, it's kind of like
pointless.
Yeah, because she doesn't. But like it's like that.
Like a fatty flavor.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be a good way to describe it too.
Yeah.
I think that's the wood though. But yeah.
Super dry. Every time I drink something that's super dry like that, I'm like, apple cider. And I think the last time you posted Muckraker review that we did, I was very hell-bent on the apple cider tang.
Yeah, I don't remember which
it was Ghost in the Oak.
Oh right, we did Ghost in the Oak in the Cuvée.
But the Ghost in the Oak, I was like, this apple cider, and Tom was probably screaming at the computer, no, it's not. I think that like that tanniny dryness always hits me in either like an apple cider or a tea way, but I definitely get woody element. I wish I got more of the gin, but it definitely is like a juniper kind of. Sorry, I have the hiccups.
Okay. Yeah, I don't apologize.
Juniper-y shadow. there too, which I like.
Yeah. So for me, first initial sip is like floral, herbal. I don't know if I would specifically say juniper or
tang.
lavender, but it's like it's entwined in this tartness.
It's earthy herbal mixed with the tart.
Yeah, earthy herbal tart
dry
thing.
Yeah.
And then I get the like that nutty, fatty kind of wood thing. And then, I don't know if you can relate to this in any way. I'm pretty sure you can't. So, I'm sorry. But, like, the aftertaste kind of reminds me of, like, when you, like, if you've ever been, well, I mean, saying this is weird right now. But, like, if you've ever been in a bar and they have, like, a bowl of peanuts. Or even if you've been at home and just have, like, dry peanuts, raw peanuts with the shell. And you bite the shell.
I have absolutely...
Yeah.
Is it anything like biting a sunflower seed whole, or...
Kind of. It's a little bit different because the consistency of the peanut shell. But it's similar.
What can you do, folks?
Kind of reminds me of, like, it's got, like, this, like, peanut... It just reminds me of that. It doesn't really taste like... It doesn't really taste like peanuts.
Relate.
Kind of reminds me of like like when you bite the shell off and that like the dust residue thing.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that. It's probably just the wood.
It might sound weird, but I get kind of like a white wine flavor. Layer.
Yeah. So Pilsner wheat and rye. Because I feel like there's a good like malt presence. Not that it's big, but like it's
maybe it's like the whiskey aspect too, because it's an American whiskey barrel that held gin, so it's kind of like layered. I feel like we've kind of neglected that.
Yeah. I think that's why it's coming off. I think that's what the nutty thing is. I think it's like a combination of like a few different things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I neglected that as well. So thank you for reminding me.
I feel like I'd like to drink this sitting outside of like a barn that's been renovated into an Airbnb. The whitest thing I could have ever said in my life. Like a cabin that has like a hot tub and a good view or something. I don't know. Probably should relate it back to being a little more classy. Since it's like it's a very like what's the word I'm looking for?
Complex?
Complex, but also there's a very specific word I want to use. Come back to me. It's not mature.
Actually,
it is. Starts with a P. I think.
Paternal?
No. It was right on the tip of my tongue. It was right on the tip of my dick.
cute.
I can't remember.
Now that it's warming up a little bit, I am getting a little more like whiskey. Like it's the whiskey and the barrel and everything is becoming more prominent. Was it prominent?
No, I'm so annoyed. Sorry, everyone. I wish I could
Man.
get this word.
Man. That gin just adds like a very like subtle layer. Like
It's not prestigious. It's like similar to mature, like a mature flavor. It is. I can't remember.
It's a P word.
I think it's a P word. You know what? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it in the past.
Is it passive aggressive?
I feel like that's what my brain is being like with me. It's fine. It's a good beer. I love it. And I love and give myself grace for these moments where I can't remember the words. But no, I think I mean it's more of like a mature flavor. I don't even mean that in like people drinking at age. It just feels really developed.
Oh, yeah.
It feels really developed. And yeah. Like a lot of thought went into the process.
It's Are you saying like intentional?
Yes, it was very intentional. Unless it wasn't.
Yeah.
Which, I guess that happens too.
Yeah. I know.
The best shit is unintentional.
Yeah. I don't know if Tom is intentional with all his beers. I'm pretty sure he said, I think we were talking about one beer in specifically yesterday where he's like, I have no idea how it's going to turn out, and then it just turned out fantastic or whatever. But man, the more this warms up, the better it gets.
That's what I was thinking
Like-
myself, actually. I was like, the last sip I took, I was like, I definitely taste more of the flavors that it says it has. I think it's all really beautifully layered.
I gotta pay more attention to
Temperatures.
serving temperatures, or I just have to be more comfortable with having like 45-minute videos.
Let's go with the prior.
Let's try. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any final comments?
I love the original, the OG, Lavender Fields, and I was so nervous just a little. I remember when we went there for the first time, I was being a weirdo and like running away to look at plants because it was like the end of summer. So like I think of that super fondly, and the flavors are there too. So for some reason, it gives me like a nostalgic, like a new love excitement kind of smell. Like a scent from a memory, flavor from a memory. But yeah, I like the way that it's been a little more elevated. It's cool. Yeah, I like the way Tom's brain works and his like creative process, because I think he draws like a lot of inspiration from like really simple complex things. I know simple and complex are backwards from each other, but like he makes really complex things out of simple ingredients, and I really appreciate that. So
yeah,
because
I would say the barrel I would say the barrel is the biggest thing in here. But all of the flavors are in there.
I'm getting lavender the more it warms up. I just burped something that tasted like peach or something, but I feel like that's...
Yeah, it's probably part of the wood.
Yeah, it's sometimes very, you get like a pittiness. Mm-hmm. It almost gives me the same tartness that like when you eat the pith from like a grapefruit.
Yeah, because like the lavender is
I keep hiccuping.
Oh, okay. The lavender is very soft. It's like a...
Look, I got some funk.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I like it better, actually. A little more funky, yeah.
Let me try. Let me get some of that yeasty.
It's like a warming...
Smells about the same. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Time to get a chorin.
It kind of makes the barrel not as big, and the tartness is a little bigger, and yeah, I don't know. Or at least in my brain. Because it, like... like... Sometimes I know what it is in my brain, but I don't know how to...
It's kind of like milkier. It's creamier. Which, I mean, for me, kind of muted more of the tartness, but...
Oh, I guess it's kind of like a compressor, if you know, like audio editing, because it brings like it kind of normalizes things, but something, I don't know.
Yeah. The point of the story being that I like it. It's really magical.
We drank the whole bottle right now.
Yeah. So. Beautiful ingredients. I like,
definitely enjoying it.
I like that Tom really like leans into local ingredients and giving like a really homespun experience through the beer. It's so thoughtful. That generally anything you've given me or I've had at the brewery makes, I don't know, I love it.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah. Those are your final thoughts?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, Alex. I'll take final answer for 600.
I've been waiting to announce this, but I will be the new host of Jeopardy. Just kidding. I would.
Could never.
I could. Probably not.
It's not a you thing. It's an Alex forever thing. I know. I know. Sorry.
She likes to move the table on me.
Subconsciously, honestly, my feet just like to move.
So, yeah. You've given your final thoughts, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah. Good stuff out of Muckraker. I pretty much love everything Tom does. I think there were a couple beers where like, this isn't really my thing, but it's all like really good beer. Really well made beer.
And he put some of them on slushy.
Oh yeah.
Which is super fucking fun. So whimsical. You see this really serious beer menu and then it's like slushy. I don't know. It got my attention, but...
Oh, didn't you have one?
Yeah. It was like a blueberry thing. I can't remember. But it was a blueberry slushie.
Yeah, I only tried a little bit. I don't really remember.
It was good. It was sweet, but it was good. And I just remember we got home eventually.
I remember that because we were like, I wonder if he adds sugar into the slushy thing. Because it was a little sweet, but it was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
So anyway, hope you're well, staying safe, taking care of yourself. If you're sharing a space with other people like we are, hope you're all taking care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to. You can subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber, spelled out 93lumber.
And me.
Would you like me to tell the folks at home where they can follow you?
Sure.
You can follow Katie on Instagram at The Botanic Babe. And that concludes this episode of...
This is beer. Drinking beer and stuff.
This concludes this episode of Beer in the Mouthhole. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers.